You are not alone. I'm also not alone. But please raise your hand if you had a brilliant idea and you didn't share it. Facebook, we just talked about, was already nice. It's nice that we can look all around the world to inspire ourselves with new ideas, to learn from each other with new ideas, to get inspired by a new world to make a sustainable world. You learn that it's good to go by train instead of by car. It's good that you eat less meat and do such things to make the world a little bit better. But don't you think it's strange that we don't do anything about single-use plastic? That we surround us by every day by single-use plastic like this. I counted that in an average supermarket, there's around 2 million kilometers of plastic staring at us every day. And that's plastic, which we throw away. Plastic which we only use once and then throw away. It doesn't sound like a good idea to me. I especially wonder, and you would probably agree with me, that it's kind of strange that in Holland we are buying mineral water like crazy. And we are willing to pay over 1,000 times too much for something which runs out of our faucets almost for free. Tap water instead of mineral water. It's a big hype at the moment. It's Fiji water in the United States. It's coming to Holland as well. You can pay €7 for it for a liter on Schiphol Airport. Because this water is of excellent quality. It comes from the rainforest and goes from the leaves down through the trees, then through the soil, and then they pump it up as the best mineral water ever in the world. Did you know at the same time 25% of the Fiji people have problems getting access to clean and safe drinking water? It troubles me. It troubles me a lot. And especially because you use this bottle only once. Did you know in Holland we are very good in recycling? 25% of our plastics is being recycled. Worldwide it's only 4%. We're doing quite good. But there's 75% left. There's a lot ends up on landfill or being burned, but there's also a lot which ends up on the streets. It looks familiar like this place. It's happening everywhere in the world, also in Holland. Here's a picture of the River Maas when it has low tides. So from the street, it will come into the waterways. From the waterways, like the River Maas, it will empty up into the seas and into the ocean. And in this ocean, it will kill sea life. Good to know is that plastic never biodegrades totally. It's like the sugarcane, which goes into your tea, which melts away, and then always be part of your tea. It's the same with plastic. It biodegrades. A mineral water bottle takes about 400 years to go away, not totally, but will come part of this plastic soup in 5 places in the world, via gyres and streams of the ocean. It will come together, and you have these giant islands, as they call plastic soup. It's an environmentally disaster because sea life is, as you see here, this turtle, but also fishes, and also the beginning of our food chain, plankton, suffers from the toxins which are in plastic. Being in this environmentally business for a moment now, I learned to know a teaser from a documentary made by Chris Jordan. And this will show you what will actually happen to this bottle which ends up on the streets in Maastricht into the ocean. I want to share this little teaser with you.
Do we have the courage to face the realities of our time and allow ourselves to feel deeply enough that it transforms us and our future?
I'm sorry. This is not nice to look at. Look at this kind of a film. But 4 years ago, I was looking at this documentary, and I never realized that this bottle, which actually lays on the shores or the beaches of Holland, will end up on the seas somewhere in Hawaii or near India. It goes via the gyres. And I was really shocked because in my daily life, I just stepped over these bottles. I didn't really look at it. I thought it's normal. It's part of our environment. But by seeing this documentary, I was shocked, but also sure I wanted to do something about it. I really wanted to do something about it. But yeah, who am I? This little person on this big planet with this big environmental disaster. How can I change it? I could stand on a barricade and say, no, and we ban the plastic bags and we ban the bottles. Maybe for one day that will help. I had to come up with a better idea than that. But again, yeah, I was alone. And I felt alone because this problem was way too big. Luckily, I was part of this group of 25 entrepreneurs. And we always did a brainstorm once a week during lunch. And I raised this, my idea of changing this behavior of people buying this single-use plastic. And then everybody cheered, and it was a good idea to change the world. But also, then we thought, how can we do this? Then we came up with the idea, let's make the perfect bottle for tap water. Because we have to change the behavior of the people. From single-use plastic, which you don't need. You don't need these mineral water bottles. You don't need this water which is inside of the bottle. Drink from the faucet. So it's very easy to change that idea. Let's make this bottle. We are with 25 people, so let's do it. We had industrial designers, which you need for making a nice bottle. We had a marketing people, we had website people, we had a film crew to make nice events, to draw attention for it. So we made up this bottle. It turned out to be a very ugly bottle, unfortunately. So then we had a brainstorm again. If we are with 25, why don't we ask the world to make the perfect bottle for tap water? Back then it was very hip to do a flash mob. I know it's totally out now, but by then it was really in to do. So we did this flash mob, and then we raised this question to the public and asked Dutch designers to make the perfect bottle for tap water. And yet, here it is, even in the colors of tap. It's called Dopper. Dopper is a brand. Dopper is a bottle. But Dopper is much more than a bottle. It's an initiative to change the behavior of people, to reduce plastic waste and promote tap water. And we want to do it in a funny way, always. So this is part of the flash mob. 500 people doing this amazing dance, which I can't even remember to do. I'm going out, painted blue, to draw attention for it. Do funny ways. We have Miss Thirsty, which stands on stage and helps people to get clean drinking water. This is at Nijmegen. The girl is giving fresh water to the people. Do it in a fun way and great awareness. Now we're touring around in the United States and in the Netherlands and in Europe with this giant wave made out of discarded plastic bottles where you can take a ride and surf on plastic bottles to create awareness on events and, of course, share it on Facebook and share the idea. Something else came up also when I was busy with this initiative. I find it so strange that we are buying these mineral bottles, which we don't need. And on the other hand, there's more than 900 million people living without access to safe drinking water in the world. I thought it was very strange. So I decided right away that part of the proceeds, so not of the profit, because we don't make any profit yet, part of the proceeds will go to drinking water projects in Asia and Africa, and particularly to Nepal. 40% of the people who live there have no access to clean and safe drinking water, and also 65% doesn't have a proper toilet, so no sanitation. We work together with a partner, it's called NEWA, and they're doing these projects for us, and also teaching the people and engaging the people how to make this. So we fund it, but they are making the water stations themselves. They are making the toilets themselves, and they educate each other about shaving and washing your hands before dinner and lunch, so you don't have diarrhea afterwards. I want to inspire you. If you have ideas, just speak out. And it's very easy to have an idea and to speak out. I want to leave you again with a sample of an inspiration movie where you can be inspired for.
सर आपके लिए उस पार कार का इंतजाम किया है सर। सर आइए सर। ए चल चल। जाओ बोला क्या बात करता है, क्या ऊपर से जाएगा, क्या ऊपर से जा जा।
गया मेन शो।
I hate this country. कुछ करो ना।
अब मैं वहां जाके क्या उखाड़ लूंगा?
कैसी जाने बूंदे आई, जाने कैसा दर्द लाई, सामने क्या है ये तेरे, क्यों रुका है तू बता दे हो। कौन तुझको पार लेगा, कौन होगा वो मसीहा, वो जिसे तू ढूंढता है वो ही है तू वही है। तुझ में तेरा रास्ता है, तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तू ही तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा। तुझ में तेरा रास्ता है, तुझ में तेरा है सहारा, तू ही तुझको पार लेगा, तू ही है तेरा किनारा। जिसे ढूंढता है तू ही रे, तू ही रे, तू ही रे तेरा मसीहा हो।
Your ideas are worth spreading. Who will spread his ideas from now on and talk out loud and tell everybody his ideas? Thank you very much.